Thank goodness I keep a diary. I'm just saying. Let's get into it.
Never gonna stop now, baby.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the house that is officially mad. If you're new around here, welcome. Yep, you're a part of the madhouse too now. If you haven't subscribed, please consider smashing that subscribe button, liking, commenting, and if you like to be nosy just like me, smash that notify bell, and then you'll know exactly when I've uploaded videos, okay? There are ways that you can support me. I've got Buy Me a Coffee, and I also have memberships now. I would like to say a thank you to these amazing people right here: TX Plowgirl, Nicole Walker, Barking Squirrel, Daniel Chapman, and Marnie Mack. Thank you for joining the inner sanctum of the real madness. I am still waiting for YouTube to get with the program and let me offer the things that I listed last week. But in the meantime, I am going to do exactly what I said I was going to do. The middle tier and above will get a 30-minute one-on-one call with me, and I've put those names into a little bag, doing it old style, and I'm going to pull out one of those names. This call can take place on either StreamYard, Zoom, Facebook Messenger if you like. WhatsApp as well is another way that we can do it, and we can work together and find a time zone that's going to fit us both, okay? But the call will not be recorded. It is literally just 30 minutes for you and me one-on-one to say hello and talk about stuff, okay? So without further ado, we're going to shake. Who is the first winner to get the 30-minute call with me? Let's have a little look. Barking Squirrel. Barking Squirrel. Right, so if you're here watching this video, my email is in the description box below. It's also in my About section. Please send me an email. You've got until Friday to contact me so that we can sort out when we're going to have our little private chit-chat. I'm really glad that I started doing this journal. Honestly, there is definitely some merit in doing it because it gets from in here and out. Not out of sight, out of mind, but I've always found journals a good way to process. You know, when you see it written in front of you, there's something is cathartic the right word? Something cathartic about it. There's something settling about it. It just helps with the processing of it, you know? So I'm going to continue doing that. I am currently in a little bit of pain. Now, I'm going to explain the pain that I'm in. It's a really good example of when the brain is ready to go, but the body's like, I don't think so. In the last few days, I really felt strongly about tidying up on my side of the bed. First of all, I'm going to explain to you what that would have looked like a year ago. All right. So first of all, the tidying that I would have done would have taken at least an hour. Okay. I would have needed my picky up tool to pick up all the individual bottles, and my picky up tool for any kind of cotton buds or bits that may have fallen on the floor, so I could pick all of those up one at a time to stop myself from bending. And at best, I could stand up, lean on the bedside table, and bend down once within that hour. Once. Just the once. It was a painful, drawn-out process in more ways than one. However, when I did it 2 days ago, I did not use my picky up tool. I was able to stand and lean against the bedside table and bend down to pick things up several times, and the process itself only took me like half an hour. And I just put music on of my mum singing, and I just got on with it. And I was up and down, bending over to pick up things with my hands, not the picky up tool. And, I'd drop some bottles on the ground, pick those up one at a time with my hands. And I was able to lean forward and bend down in front of me without getting up quite a bit. So the process itself was easier. The brain was more than willing to do it. The brain was fine. And I got it done. I got it done. I didn't vacuum, but I did get it tidied so that it could be vacuumed. However, the next day, yeah, I pushed it a bit. And I am really, really suffering for it. It is quite painful. But I'm just going to have to be really mindful that even though the brain is willing, the body may not be willing to do as much as it should, even though the brain says, no, come on now, get on with it. I don't deal with extra pain very well, as we all know. The different kind of pain that you get when you've worked muscles you haven't worked for a while, I'm okay with that, but in little increments. And I might have done too much and done myself a bit of a mischief. It's just really, really achy and really, really sore. So it's extra vibration plate for me. That's just how it is. I've had 2 sticks of butter maybe 3-4 times in the last week. I didn't feel like it. Just did not feel like it. But if I wanted it, I had it. But I have had 1 stick of butter every day, which is 113 grams. Incidentally, there are websites that do all those conversions for you folks. Just have to Google it. Just letting you know. I'm enjoying the butter. I've really got I'm enjoying that first thing when I get up in the morning. Yeah, I'm enjoying that stick of butter. It is, I don't know, it starts you off well for the day. There's something about it. And I've been saying it for a little while whenever I've had if there's been a craving, if you get cravings for sugar or anything that you shouldn't have, get a little knob of butter in there. It doesn't have to be salted. It can be unsalted if you like. You can have brown butter bites. I haven't done brown butter bites. I'm not a big fan of brown butter, even when things are getting cooked. You know what I mean? So I'm not entirely sure I'm going to enjoy brown butter bites. And I'm not willing to let go of a whole stick of butter to actually end up wasting it, if you know what I mean. Rather just stick to what I know. I am enjoying having that stick of butter. It's helpful. It really is. For me in the morning, it just helps. If I have felt like I needed extra, I've had it, but I haven't felt like I've needed it every day, so I haven't done it. So what has happened to the weight and the measurements this week? Cue the montage. Let's get it over with. I have a sneaky suspicion that I'm inflamed. I really do. I can feel apart from the fact that I'm actually in pain, I think there's some inflammation. I think the butter's doing exactly what it should be doing. And it's trying to heal. It is trying to heal. It really is. I can feel it. You'd have to be deaf to not be able to hear what your body's trying to do. If you can't quite hear it yet, then have you removed all the noise, as in the foods you shouldn't eat? That's the noise, folks. Get rid of the noise. I do want to address one thing, a comment that was made last week about how I'm standing and the fact that I'm a bit wonky. No one is completely symmetrical. That's the first thing. I do not have a curvature of the spine. If you go back to the video where it has been quite prominent in the last few months, obviously, where I am a little bit lopsided, as you can see, I'm actually standing straight. So I don't have a curvature of the spine, so please don't worry. However, the front photograph, you can see that I'm standing very, very awkward. And that is because I was in pain. No other reason except that standing there was painful. But please don't diagnose, unless you're a doctor, please, stumm. But I do not have a curvature of the spine. I don't have scoliosis or anything like that. I'm okay. Because nobody is symmetrical. No one. Everybody has one boob bigger than the other, one hand bigger than the other, one arm longer than the other, one leg longer than the other. Everybody is different. So please keep medical advice at a minimum. Please, I'd be very grateful because I don't need that kind of anxiety. Thanks. The fact that I've put on weight this week and the fact that my measurements are the same, I quite realised that that would send a lot of people into an absolute tailspin. But you've got to ask, why would it send you into a tailspin? Is it because you put on weight? Let me tell you something. There is a video, and I am going to link it below. It is from Kerry at Homestead How. I 100% agree with this man, and I've been saying it for ages, but he did a video on it, and I'm so grateful. This is a lifestyle. It is a way of eating. It is a healing way of eating. Weight loss is secondary. If you are having a cry because you've added fat or you're putting on weight, if your first meltdown is because you're putting on weight, you need to adjust that way of thinking. Because when you get inflamed and you're trying to heal your body, you're probably going to put on some weight. Your body's got a lot to do, and by all accounts, this lifestyle is going to help to sort that out. Now, is it going to cure a crooked toenail? Probably not. It's busy fighting things like arthritis, type 2 diabetes, thyroid problems, and all sorts of other things. If you've got a crooked toenail, then go to a pedicurist. I'm just saying. If you're expecting it to cure absolutely everything, I've got a crooked nail on my hand. One of my nails grows crooked. I'm not expecting the carnivore lifestyle to fix that. Come on now. If you're just starting your lifestyle change and you're adopting carnivore, expect the unexpected. If you're like a week in and you've got things like disaster pants, have a look at the fact that, the fat that you are having. Is it hot liquid fat or is it cold fat? By all accounts, cold fat will lessen that. Okay? If you've got all these things suddenly getting worse, yeah, that's probably going to happen. Things have to get worse before they get better. So complaining, oh, I thought things were supposed to get better, but they're just getting worse. Strap yourself in. Buckle up, buttercup. Because, yeah, in a lot of cases, things will probably get worse before they get better. You're just going to have to push through. Do I like the fact that I put on weight this week? No. Hate it. Do I like it that my measurements have stayed the same for the last, 2 weeks? No. Can't stand it. Hate it. But at the end of the day, I'm not changing how I'm eating. And if I mix anything up, it's going to be within the realms of the carnivore lifestyle itself. I'm not going to mix it up by having a piece of toast. That's not how I'm going to sort out my metabolism. There are other ways to do it. So have a little faith in yourself. If you're faltering, have some faith in yourself. Trust the process. And if you're looking for a quick fix, this ain't it. You got to put the work in. I'm over 9 months on this journey now. 9 months. And it has been the ride of my lifetime, and I'm probably only just under halfway through. Goal weight is a good thing to keep in mind. But you have to also primarily shift the focus to the fact that most people have come to this lifestyle to heal their bodies. Have a goal weight by all means, but don't make it your main focus. The healing should be the focus, darlings. Please rethink how you're going to go forward, because if all you're going to do is focus on the weight loss and the measurements, you're going to be upset an awful lot. I'm just letting you know. I'm not going to put pretty pink bows on this and dress it up with unicorns, ribbons, and rainbows. Try to approach this in a way that you're not going to set yourself up for a fall before you've even started. Okay, rethink. This is a lifestyle to heal your body. Okay? Don't give up. Hang in there. And I mean, what have you got to worry about? If this is something that you are going to do for the rest of your life, does it matter? Like I said, I don't like that I've put on weight this week. I don't like that my measurements have been the same for a few weeks. I hate it. But I'm not changing the way I eat. How I used to eat in the past is just not going to win anymore, because I can't go back. I know too much. You can't unsee it. You can't unhear the information that you absorb in the time that you do your research, which I hope you're all doing. Research is very important. You have to do your own research, okay? You have to come to a place where you're comfortable, because that why is going to be the most important thing that'll keep you on the straight and narrow. I will put the link to Kerry's video below. He hasn't asked me to say anything. I saw his video. I'm like, oh, thank God somebody has said something, because dang. Yeah, it is a healing lifestyle, folks, that happens to have the happy side effect of losing weight. Rethink, realign, and think of your why. Okay? I think on that note, I'm going to go and leave you guys in peace. I would like you to be kind to those around you. Protect your peace. Don't take any crap. Right? Be kind to yourself, even if that means a little self-tough love talk. You are loved, you are appreciated, and you are enough. Until Thursday. Bye for now, everyone.